Hey, what up guys? Chuck here at Happy Face Holdem. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you being here as always. So want to catch you guys up to speed on some things that have been happening. So I banged out a lot of content back in March and April. I played a lot of poker, and so you notice some of my videos are a little bit behind from when you're watching it. They were recorded sometimes several weeks prior. So back in March, my game needed some serious overhaul. So I invested in the Jonathan Little Cash Master course. I successfully had a 5,200% return on my investment. Had an extreme run up for 2 months. March and April were extremely good for me. Then come May, I decided I didn't want to vlog so much. I wanted to go play the game and enjoy playing without vlogging. So anyway, I decided, for the month of May, I don't want to vlog as much. I was going to vlog some, but not as much. Well, I paid for it. I went on a 33% bankroll decline. And unfortunately, I didn't get any of it on camera to share with you guys. But all in all, there was one night I made a horrible call, 2-pair with a 4-liner to a straight. There was another night where I called with top pair, with similar situation, and just some bad play on my part. I mean, really, I take full responsibility for all my losses. There was some run bad in there, of course, right? The inevitable run bad's going to happen. You can't always control it. But for the most part, it was on me. So here we are in May, and it was a down month. Wasn't the greatest of months. So anyways, I'm really excited about this vlog because we play at the Commerce. This is a Friday-Saturday session back-to-back. I didn't get a lot of footage from Friday, but I have a special guest appearance by a guy you just might know. You just might know this kid. So stay tuned to see who that is. And this vlog includes our largest cash at a 5-5 table thus far for the vlog. So pretty excited to share that with you guys. This is a great time. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate the channel growth we're seeing lately. It's pretty awesome. It does keep me motivated to keep vlogging and keep bringing you guys content. So enjoy this one, and the next one's a doozy also. Hey guys, welcome to Happy Face Holdem. I'm Chuck. These are my fancy Charlie cards, and these right here, I like to call these my Charlie chips. We want more of these at the end of every session than we started with. Why do we call this Happy Face Holdem? Well, we have a happy face mode right into the side of the hill in the town I live in. Welcome to vlog number 42, hitting sets for stacks. Enjoy this one. Shout out to my boy Perry at Hollywood Park Casino. He was the recipient of most my Charlie chips in the month of May. Perry, I'm coming after my Charlie chips, buddy.
We've been able to gather there may be as many as 2 people in the vehicle.
Here, a lot of parked cars, but it looks, there it is, there it is, and the vehicle stopped, and that's it. They know it's over. Hands out the window. The passenger and driver with their hands out the windows.
All right, what up, guys? So I've been in the 5-5 game, bought in for 500. I've been in the game for 30 minutes. There was that police pursuit on that I opened this video with, so I was watching that and not recording table footage, but taking some notes. So 2 hands I didn't capture on film. First one, I am probably better, huh? First one, I'm under the gun. I look down at Ace King of Diamonds. I open the action to $30. Player to my left calls. Everybody folds back to the button. The button 3 bets to 130. Gets back around to me. He's got 170 behind, so I jam 500. I had 500. Player next to me, he's about 750 or so he has me covered. So I jam. He folds. We're heads up. I drill the nut flush on the river, and the villain rolled over pocket aces. He had ace of spades, ace of hearts. So cracked aces in our first hand, and made 130 plus his 170. So made what was that, 400 plus the 30 that was in the blinds. Next hand, immediately following, I'm in the small blind. Action. Let's see, we had three limpers. Action limped around. 3 limpers back to me. Ace 10 of diamonds. This time I bump it up to 30, and I get 1 caller on the button. And no, I'm sorry, we get 2 callers. We got a caller in the hijack and the button. The flop was unconsequential, all low cards with 1 diamond. action check through. Turn brought me my diamond draw, so 2 diamonds on the board. Another low card though, so I have 2, I think it was a jack actually, so I had 1 over at this point. And the nut flush draw. Hijack leads out for 50, button calls, I call. That was into a pot of 90, so we have a pot of 240 going to the river. I drill the flush on the river, and action checks to me. You know, that doesn't make sense. My position doesn't make sense because I was in position on this one. Excuse me, it was the small blind, the big blind, and I'm under the gun, is how that went. So small blind led out for the 50 on the turn, and then on the river when the flush came in, action checks to me. I bet 110, trying to squeeze some value out of a jack that was out there. You know, just try to rep a hand. Didn't want to bet too small, make it look too value-ish, but didn't want to bomb the pot because he already showed, the small blind already showed his disappointment in that nut flush card, in that flush card on the river. So I bet 110, and he called. Big blind folded, but got paid 110 on that one. So 240 plus 220 was 460 in that pot. So you know, a little more than half of that was profit to me. So that is mid-session update. 30 minutes in, we're up 550, 600 already, and hopefully this keeps going. So I'll check back in with you guys. Hey, great time right now to hit the thumbs up, like the video, subscribe below, click the little subscription button, make sure it stays lit and says subscribed, and then click the little notification bell. It'll notify you when I drop new videos, so you can be the first to watch and comment. Somebody always likes to be first. It might as well be you. All right, guys, I'll catch you at the end of this one. All right, guys, little mid-session update. Yeah, I was up, gave back 200. My soul was owned. Villain had aces. Didn't get that one on film either. Texting the wife, you know, wife and kids keeps you busy. But anyways, little fanboy today. We got this guy. He says he has a vlog, a poker vlog.
Yeah, check it out. Mariano Poker on YouTube.
You guys probably knew that. No, I knew that too, just kidding. So, Mariano, I got to say, I want to tell my fans you're a lot taller than I expected.
Okay.
So I'm 6'2", so you got to be a good 6 foot.
Yeah, just around 6 foot.
All right, so a little bit taller than I thought. And how often are you in the gym?
Like 3 days a week or so.
And how old are you?
Maybe.
You don't have to say how old you are.
26.
Yeah, so he's a young guy. You get old like me and you're 40s pushing 50, you just don't do that.
You got a nice beard though. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's gray now. It's wisdom. It's a wisdom beard. So I don't know. Anyways, thanks for taking a minute on film. I appreciate it, and I know my viewers will. And if you guys like his channel, of course, go check it out. And I'm sure you've already subscribed, but if you haven't, definitely go do that. So thanks again, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Peace out, guys. Thursday came to a close. I played for about 3.5 hours and not much interesting happened. Blinded off chip, chased a few draws, gave back almost all the profit, cashing out for a modest win. About 6 big blinds an hour. Alright guys, in the Friday session we get off to a little bit of a rough start. We open under the gun +1 with pocket 10s. We're going to go 4 ways to the flop, which comes down deuce, queen, 6. Monotone boards, all hearts. We don't hold a single heart, but we're going to continue with most of our range right here, and we're going to put 40 bucks into this pot to see if we can't rep like ace queen with the ace of hearts. But any ace of hearts is going to come along. I think any queen is going to call here as well. So when we do get one caller, we go heads up to a turn, which brings the 4th heart. I check the action over. The gentleman's going to lead out. Again, I just verify I don't have a heart in my hand. This is a pretty easy lay down here. Nothing I can do without a heart in my hand, and 4 of them on the board. All right, we're in the low jack and we look down at a premium pocket kings. The Cowboys have come to visit. We open the action to $25 in this one from late position, and we are going to get 2 callers. We're going to have $80 3 ways going to the flop. In this pot, which comes down 4, 9, 5 rainbow. Pretty decent flop for an overpair. So I'm going to lead out fairly large for $80. I'm going to put 50 in here. Flop like this should connect with the small blind's range pretty well, and he doesn't disappoint when he makes the call. So we're going to go heads up to the turn. You know, he should have all the 4s and 5s here, but he might even have 2 pair. So when the turn comes down, the 5 of diamonds pairing the board, this is where this hand just goes horribly, horribly wrong. He leads out into this pot of 180 for $100, and my alarm bells should have been ringing. Like I said, he should have all the 4s and all the 5s in his range. 5-6, 4-5, 3-4. He could easily have a set of 4s, maybe even pocket 9s in this case. But I don't trust my instincts for some reason. Maybe I'm a little fanboy starstruck because Mariano's sitting at the table next to me. Granted, he's playing a bigger game. So I guess I'm trying to play a bigger game too. So I call the 100. With 380 in the pot, we get a double paired board on the river when it comes down the 9 of diamonds. This does not help me in the least. Now, if he did have a 4, I do have a bigger 2 pair on the turn, but when he leads out for 100 again, I make the call. Turns out he rolls over 6-7 of diamonds for a flush. I should have jammed that river. All right, guys, I want your comments down below for this one. I'm in the low jack with 6-4 suited. This happens to be my favorite hand, by the way. Not that I generally play it, but I open the action, and we're going to go heads up with a very a player we call a lag, a loose aggressive player. He's very splashy, bets every pot. So anyways, with 60 in this pot on a 4-3-8 2 spade flop, he leads out immediately for $100. So a huge overbet. Now I have a flush draw and middle pair. What do you do here? What is the right play? Why did this player donk lead? Why did he significantly blast this pot with an overbet? This just doesn't make sense. This is a spot that I see in many games, and when I see it, I just never know what to make of it. A vlog from the bicycle casino I did not too long ago, I had pocket 7s, and a player did this as well. And the same result. I laid it down. Anyways, let me know in the comments, what would you do? All right, in the low jack again, playing pocket 5s. This is a very interesting hand. Card dead for the most part for this session, minus what we've already taken a look at. Under the gun open for 20, we went 5 ways to this flop, and it's a great set mining opportunity because the under the gun player is extremely deep, definitely has me covered. So flop comes down 9-5-4. Under the gun leads into this pot for $60, continuing his aggression that he did pre-flop. So now I have to decide, does my hand need protection at this point, or do we want to try to entice other players into this pot? We do go for the flat here. I don't think my hand needs too much protection. There's a couple draws that'll call. 6-7 would definitely call. I think maybe even a 10-8 or a Jack-10 may make a call on this board. And the player after us makes a call as well. So we're going to go 3 ways to the turn. We'll decide how to navigate from there, but I am looking for ways already to get it all in. Turn card comes down the jack of spades, and the under the gun player continues his aggression by placing a $100 bet. So now we have a spade draw. I think the earlier named draws still exist. Ace jack, queen jack, king jack, jack 10, all just improved. Jack 9 just made 2 pair, but none of the straight draws got there. So I think it's time to put some more money into this pot. So with his $100 bet, I decide to raise it to $250. So a little more than a min click, but I'm still trying to entice the next player into this pot. Don't really want to push anybody off their hand, so I didn't want to go at too big, and this will definitely set me up for a river jam on just about any card minus the spade. I guess getting it all in right now would be okay too. There's merit for jamming this turn, but I think I scare one or both players out by doing that, and I definitely don't want to scare them both out, but happy to charge for the draw. So this player goes into the tank for quite some time before deciding he's going to put it all in. He jams for $570. The under the gun player folds, and of course I throw in a handful of chips, the ones I'm shuffling, to signify the call. And we're going to go to a run out, praying that it's clean. Dealer, you have to throw another spade out there. I do ask him if he got there. Luckily, he flips over Jack 9. So he turned 2 pair. Not sure why he tanked so long. He definitely had outs. So did we. But nice to scoop this pot, stack up these Charlie chips, and move on to the next one. All right, this hand we're going to play heads up from under the gun against the lag I mentioned 2 hands ago. We looked down at King 10, suited Broadway cards. Definitely good enough to open the action. So again, like I said, only one caller. We're going to go heads up to the flop with 60 in. And the flop comes down, and we totally whiff it. Queen, 7, 8, rainbow with 1 heart. I think this is a good board for me to continue my range. I can have all the aces, kings, queens, ace, king, ace, queen, king, queen, queen, jack here. So I'm going to place a continuation bet of $35, a little more than half the pot, and our lag action player quickly calls. Dealer, help us out. All right, 4 of hearts on the turn. We definitely pick up more equity where I had decided I was going to slow down on this turn. Seeing that it's a heart, we're definitely not going to slow down. So with 130 in, I elect for about just a little under half pot size bet, and I put out a bet of $60, which again gets quickly called by this action player. He's prone to putting money into the pot, so when we drill our flush with the 5 of hearts on the river, I decide to look at the board a little crooked and check, knowing that he's likely to put money in the pot, and he does not disappoint. Although he only bets $60, this very much seems like a value bet. It's very small. Usually he'll blast the pot like he did when I had that 6-4 hand. But he did not blast it. Value bet, so I put him on a queen, maybe ace queen, king queen, maybe even 2 pair. So I decide to put 100 on top. I don't want to get too greedy. I want to make it cheap enough for him to call, because I'm pretty sure we have the winner. And he does flip in the single white chip, which is $100 in these parts. We flip over the flush. We are good. We're happy to take down another pot for some value on the end of the night. It's time to rack up and get out. Guys, wrapping this one up. Played for 3 hours and 22 minutes, roughly $350 an hour is what it worked out to be. In for 500, out for 1683. So nice to be back on the winning side of things. That's 2 sessions in a row, a little one last night, quite a big one today. Great to run into Mariano out here. Of course, you guys know his vlog, but make sure you check it out. Super cool kid. I'm going to call you a kid, Mariano, because to me that's what you are. Anyways, happy to be on the winning side, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.